White women are the biggest danger to POC. So I didn't know how true the statement was till I started traveling extensively throughout Southeast Asia. First story, the incident at the bar in Thailand. The bar was really packed, almost.
Original video, Comrade Coochie Man. Just want to add my 2 cents into that statement. Okay.
No walking room. We were staying in a VIP section. To get in, you need to pass security. In the booth right next to us, there was a group of men from Singapore. They were letting pretty girls in, and they were all POC. This white girl somehow passes security, and she sits at their booth and starts drinking their alcohol. They notice and they kick her out. She was flabbergasted at the idea that nobody wanted her there. She made a scene, and security escorted her out of the bar. 20-30 minutes later, officials came in. She accused the men.
Papa, behind you, there's a white woman. God, it's just a sussy imposter, dude. It's just a sussy imposter. It's okay.
From Singapore of the R word. Her witnesses, her white.
The men from Singapore. Wait, 3 minutes later, she came in. Oh, okay, sexual assault.
Friends who weren't even there. Management and security showed police footage of what happened, and they arrested the girl for the drink that she drank without permission. I saw.
Why would they arrest her for the drink that she stole, but not for the allegations that were incorrect? I don't know.
So many white women do this, like the time that I saw this woman accuse Malay men of harassment. They just called her out for disrespecting a secret site, and they always have that stunned look on their face that their victimhood doesn't work.
Yeah, so this video is 100% racist. Of course, there are bad actors in every group of anything. There are bad cops, there are bad white people, there are bad black people, there are bad men, there are bad women. There are bad presidents, you know what I'm saying? And then, but most you'd say are good, except for presidents, they're all terrible. But this is racist. So, like, what they're saying is, like, white women are biggest danger to POC. Here's 3 examples, even though there are a lot of white women that exist. There's, like, hundreds of millions of white women, but check these 3 examples out. Like, yeah. And the shitty thing is that, this is for whatever reason okay. Like, yeah, there are shitty white people in general. But what's not okay is if, like, you criticize somebody, like a black person, for being a thug. It isn't okay that you do that, right? It isn't okay that you generalize all black people based on them being like, oh, thugs or something. But which is perfectly good that we should be criticizing people for that. But we don't criticize people for talking shit about white people in this racist way. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's dumb, and it's racist, and it's shitty. And then what ends up happening is, this is what the thing is. It's like, you say, like, hey, this is racist. You're generalizing all white people. And then the next step is, well, it can't be racist towards white people. It's like, so we're crafting a narrative of that, like, it is perfectly acceptable to be racist to white people. That's the whole point, right? There are some well-intentioned people that say you can't be racist towards white people, but I disagree. But, like, what the product of that type of rhetoric is literal racism or prejudice by that account towards white people. It's a justifier to be racist. It's too socially palatable to hate white people right now. It's crazy. Like, this is just hating white people. Like, hey, there was like 3 bad white women, so all white women, they're a danger to... Imagine saying the biggest danger to people of color is white women. That's how you know that you've never been oppressed. If you think that white women are the biggest danger to people of color, you clearly are dumb. I'm not trying to be rude, but, like, the biggest danger to people of color is, like, just lack of resources in general. Like, honestly, it's a lack of ability to defend yourself, especially poor people of color, right? Because poor people they take the shit the most. It's the lack of ability to, like, defend yourself financially and even, honestly, physically with, like, a firearm. I'm not even trying to be rude. We have this idea, not to get too into this, but we have this idea of saviorism where, like, you notice that a lot of progressives, their biggest solution to helping people, marginalized communities, is to do everything but empower those communities. They're like, oh, we need more police accountability. We need to teach critical race theory. I'm not saying these things are bad, but what I'm saying is, like, they never say, well, what if we figured out a really good way to, like, embolden these communities? It means different things to different people. You might be for, like, community investment. Maybe you're somebody who thinks that we should give, like, really big business breaks to, like, smaller communities. Not a bad idea. Or maybe you're somebody like me that thinks that we should implement, like, a universal basic income, which would, like, help poor people a lot, get them off of the dependency of welfare, which really does create dependency on all poor people, and it reduces their ability to climb the socioeconomic ladder. especially with like low skilled labor jobs disappearing from the market. It's hard for poorer people, which tend to be people of color disproportionately. It makes it difficult for them to climb economically. My point is like, I know I just went on like a whole rant, but the biggest danger to people of color is lack of solutions to actually help people of color. And a lot of times it's like woke progressives, regardless of their skin color, that don't understand the particular issues of marginalized groups, and they don't understand like the full, like the situation, and they just create more divisiveness and hatred. This makes people tune out. Being hateful towards white people like this just makes you tune out for social issues. It's a huge issue. Progressives do this all the time. You want white people to care about black people, and then you have a privileged person of color tell white people that they're evil, and then it makes people tune out to the struggle. That's a big factor. It's a big problem. It's a huge problem. It makes people tune out. It's one of the biggest reasons why people don't give a shit about black issues. I know some of it's just ignorance from white people, and some of it's racism, but to people who are more moderately like inclined, they're tuning out because they see stuff like this. And most people are more moderately inclined. So this is very toxic. This is a toxic mentality and a toxic ideology. And it's racist, 100%. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.